No, that's really good. Okay. Do you have any final questions for us before we wrap up?
No, I think the last question I had in mind, you kind of touched upon yourself, was the whole payment thing, commission based, but we kind of discussed that. Um, so I don't actually know. No, I don't have much else. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day if you don't have any more questions for me.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming in. Okay. So
Thank
we're
you
going to
very much for your time.
end the role play now.
Forgot one question. Forgot one
Yeah.
fucking
Yep.
question.
You did.
When can I hear back? When can I expect to hear back? I noticed. Fucking noticed. Well, at least I caught on. I would, if Mark didn't do that thing, I would have been able to catch it in and then maybe play it up in a fun way.
So there's we can role play that right now, but I was going to say for the audience, there's two things you do in that situation. We have all been there. If you forget to ask the person, what's the next step? When would I hear from you? We all forget to ask that sometimes. The best thing to do is get an actual card, like actual note card or something. Write it out to the person and send it to them in the actual mail, because nobody does that anymore. That will really make you stand out to the interviewer. And all you say in that card is, hey, really enjoyed our conversation. And if I'm not a fit, then can you recommend me, or can you connect me with somebody else? Just ask, because people love to give advice.
Even if you remember that question I forgot, you can still use that tip that Mike is given.
Oh yeah, completely. So yeah. But let's role play that, just because Moss said he wasn't going to forget. Yeah, do you have any final questions for us before we wrap up here?
Just here before we end up here, when can I expect to hear back from you?
So we will look at all the people that have contacted us to apply, and then we'll get back to you on that.
Any timeline?
No, we'll just let you know. So what I'm doing here, audience, this is pretty typical if you're talking to people that A, they don't really have a job, or B, they don't really know what they're looking for. And you gotta make a choice, one path or the other. You can push them harder, which is Moss is starting to do, which is good for things like sales, management, any job that's going to be more high pressure, because the fact you're willing to push is good. Or you could be the kind of person that doesn't push. I mean, and you got to do what's natural to you. You might not want to be in a high pressure job. So I forgot one final question.
Well, what's your final question? Let me hear it.
How are you at taking orders from Moldavians?